Jacob and Nelson Mandela were slaves to something. But I think it's not the something that you think. Nelson Mandela was in jail and Jacob was in a kind of jail, but they were not slaves to that jail. They were not slaves to that imprisonment. What they were slaves to is hope, the unconquerable soul, unconquerable faith, the unconquerable hope that God will do what God says God will do. Hope is the stubborn refusal to believe that brokenness or disappointment gets the final word. Did you hear that this morning? Hope is the stubborn refusal to believe that brokenness or disappointment gets the final word. Jacob refused to let Laban have the final word with Leah. He knew that he could have the final word with Rachel. They both understood that reconciliation is slow work. They both understood that God's promises continue to unfold in the midst of setbacks and in the midst of delays. They both understood that real change takes time. Things don't change overnight. Things change over generations. They both understood that disappointment does not end a story. That freedom takes the opportunity to grow and live and replicate unless it doesn't. Courage only comes through this unconquerable faith. Courage only comes through this unconquerable soul. I am the master, the captain of my ship. I am the master of my faith, but only through hope. My favorite Nelson Mandela quote says, "It's always impossible until it's done." People tell me every week that something I'm doing is impossible. And you know what I say to them? The devil is a liar. The Bible says that nothing is impossible with God. No thing is impossible with God. So stop putting your impossibility on God's possibilities. That's what hope is. Hope is removing your impossibility from God's possibilities.